Hello, everybody. Welcome to Masterpiece Show. Today, as always, we are going to have another very, very special guest in our show. It's my pleasure to introduce one of the most talented and awesome guard students, Marcos David. Marcos, welcome to Masterpiece Show. Okay, Marcos, can you turn on your microphone? I think it's off now. Hello, Marcos.
I think
Lomas.
it's okay. Hello, Mauricio, and hello to everyone who's watching this show right now.
Thank you so much, Marcos Lomas, for accepting this invitation. Well, before we start with this interview, so now let me send a special greetings to all people who are watching this show around the world. We want to send a special greetings to all people who are watching this show in Europe, in the Netherlands, in Scotland, Germany, Austria, Spain, Italy, and England. Thank you so much for your support and thank you so much for being part of Masterpiece Show. We want to send a special greetings to all people who are watching this show in Australia, Japan, China, South Korea, and Saudi Arabia. Thank you so much for watching Masterpiece Show. We want to send a special greetings to all people who are watching this show in Canada, the USA, Mexico, Panama, Trinidad and Tobago, Colombia, Peru, Argentina, Paraguay, Brazil, and of course here in Ecuador. Thank you so much for your kind messages and thank you so much for being part of Masterpiece Show. Well, it's time to welcome our sponsors. So thank you so much, Class Pro. Remember, if you need advisory for your educational and social projects, ClassPro is the best solution for you. ClassPro offers you training for standardized tests such as KET, PET, FCE, and TOEFL. ClassPro also offers you document translations from English to Spanish, French, Italian, Portuguese, and German. If you need academic consulting, you can ClassPro is the best option for you. If you need help for your thesis, English learning, linguistics, and applied linguistics, so ClassPro is the best option for you. Remember, ClassPro is located at Centro Comercial Artesanal in Quito on the first floor, corridor number 1, store 105. If you want to talk to the CEO of ClassPro, Master Pablo Mejia, you can make an appointment in advance. There you are, his cell phone number. All right, so remember ClassPro, the best solution for educational and social projects. We want to welcome Yanapana Project. If you need online Spanish or English tutorials, Yanapana Project offers you this and more. Yanapana Project also offers you document translations, academic consulting, and now they are offering this new service, the chat room. If you are learning Spanish or English and if you want to practice and develop your speaking skills, so now you can do it thanks to this new service, the chat room. And the price is very, very reasonable. If you need more information about them, you can get more information on their social media sites on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and LinkedIn. And remember that Yanapana Project is recruiting volunteers. If you need more information about how to become a volunteer at this project, you can get more information at www.yanapanaproject.org. As I told you at the beginning of this show, today we are going to have the opportunity to talk to Marcos Lomas. Marcos is one of the GAR scholarship recipients, and thanks to this scholarship, Marcos had the opportunity to apply to study at one of the most prestigious universities in the world, the University of Waterloo. So today, Marcos is going to tell us important information about his experience as a GAR student and also his experience as an international student at the University of Waterloo in Canada. All right, so Marcos, can you tell us a little bit more about your academic background, please?
Yeah, sure, Mauricio. Could I share my screen? Because
Sure.
I
Okay.
have some
Yes, you
things
can you
that I
can
would like
share
to
it.
share.
Okay, in the meantime, let me send a special greetings to all GAR students who are studying around the world. Thank you so much for your support. And also, I want to send a special greetings to all Yachitech students who are studying around the world as well. Thank you so much for your support, and thank you so much for being part of Masterpiece Show. Well, we want to tell you that we are very close to celebrate our first anniversary. So we are going to have many surprises for you. So uh, stay tuned because we're going to have many surprises for you. All right. And I think we have it there. Okay.
Okay. I'm just gonna put it in full screen. Yeah.
Okay, you can make it bigger now.
Uh, I think it's bigger now.
I think you need to share the big screen again. You can try share the screen again, and then you have to choose the maximized screen. So go again and try a share screen, and then you can choose the biggest screen. All right. So, well, by the way, we want to send a special greetings to all people who are watching this show in Spain. Thank you so much. In the previous interview, we had the opportunity to interact with all of them. Thank you so much last Saturday. So it was a great experience to know that we have many fans in Spain. Thank you so much for watching Masterpiece Show. And also, we have many fans in Canada and the USA. Thank you so much for your support. I think now we got it. Okay. Yes, there you are. Yes. Now we
Okay.
got it. Mhm.
Okay. So first, my name is Marcos Lomas. As I tell you, I was born in El Carchi, Ecuador, and I can say that lived all my life here. Before I started university, I studied in front of my house because I live in front of my in front of my school, and after that I studied in like I had to walk through like less than 1,000 meters because I live very near to my high school too. And this one is me. I don't know if you can see the arrow, but this
Yes,
guy
yes,
who's
yes, we
here.
can see it. Yes,
This is
there
gonna
you
be.
are.
Yeah, I
Yes.
wasn't wearing glasses because I broke my glasses that time I remember, and they took that pic, and all of them were my friends when I was in high school.
Okay, great. Fantastic. What's the name of your school?
Oh, it's called similar to the name of my city. It's called Unidad Educativa El Ángel, and I live in El Ángel.
Okay, perfect. Yeah. By the way, we want to send a special greetings to all people who are watching this show in El Ángel. That is a really, really nice town. Okay, let's continue.
Okay. Uh, okay, so I think I should introduce the part that of the scholarship. I remember that when I was in my in my last year at high school, there were some courses for preparing students to apply to universities in Ecuador. and my parents enrolled me in one of those courses, and I had to do like some preparation for different subjects for around 8 months, and I wasn't. I didn't think that I was going to get a scholarship. I just wanted to get a good mark in one test that all the students had to do before graduation. And I did in very well in that test, and I got a scholarship. So I had two options: either stay in Ecuador and study wherever I want in uh, all public universities, or I could study abroad. And I wasn't like unsure about what I was going to do in that time. I just applied for studying abroad because I think that that could be something interesting that I could tell to anyone in the future.
Yes, and yes, that is something that that was one of your goals, and you achieve it. Yes, because
Yes.
Marcus was one of the best students that I have ever met, and I had the opportunity to work with this guy, and it was a really really great experience to work with this guy. Okay, let's go on.
Okay, so after I accepted the scholarship for study abroad, all these our students had to make a leveling course to prepare them for studying abroad. So I had also two options: either do that course in Babura, which is a province in Ecuador, or go to Quito, which is another province, Chincha, I think it's called. So I went there, and these were all my friends that I had in the guard group. And this guy, which is stand up here, is me.
Yes, yes, yes. Very elegant. Very good, very good. Well, yeah, wow. I see this picture and beautiful memories come to my mind. Wow. It's the first time that I see this picture, to be honest. So thank you. Thank you so much, and Marcus, for sharing this awesome, awesome picture.
Okay, so when we started the guard group, I remember that I was very undoubtful about what I was doing there because first of all, I remember that all of these guys were from the 11th generation, and I was from the 12th generation. And they put me in that course because there were, I think they wanted to like have the same students in one course and in the other one. And as I was supposed to do the Revelation course in Babura, they sent me here. So when professors were referring to them, they were like saying they were the 11th generation. And I was like, what am I doing here? But after that, I got used to that. And I made some really good friends here, which are studying. Some of them are here in Ecuador, and the rest are in Europe. Yes, I think just one friend went to Canada with me.
Wow, yes, 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 yes. So it was a really, really nice group of students. And yeah, I remember what you said that you were supposed to be over there, but then you were sent to Quito. But yeah, it was a really nice experience to talk. I had the opportunity to talk to Marcus. Well, I called you David during classes, but yeah, Marcos is such a great, great student. Like all GAR students. Yes, yes, yes. By the way, we
Yes.
want to send again special greetings to our GAR students who are studying around the world. Okay, let's go ahead.
Okay. I think that was it. This is all my background before I went to Canada. I applied to study abroad, and it wasn't accepted the first time. Yeah, that's an story that I should tell, I think, because this is something that like could encourage people who are watching this or who will watch this, because opportunities come to your life, but you may not be accepted for the opportunities. I remember that when I went there, I didn't know English because I didn't care about English in high school. I was like, English is an interesting subject, but I will learn English sometime. But when I accepted that scholarship to study abroad, I remember that I I told myself that if I wanted to go abroad, I should learn English. So this leveling course was very important for me and very useful to go to Canada because I remember that one of the classes and one of the most fundamental courses that we should take was a leveling course where we had to learn everything in English, and it was very useful because I we spent like 4 hours at the beginning just learning English every day. And as I didn't know speak English very well, I remember that I had to start from group the level two, but I standing as a listener with you. I remember that because you were teaching the level one, and they didn't accept me for level one, even though I wanted to be in the level one.
That was a really, really nice experience. Yes, I remember very clear that moment. Yes, I remember that. Well, I was in charge of certain students, and suddenly some students knocked at the door and said, can I stay here in your class? Can I be just like a listener?" But it was a really nice experience to work with you guys. You as volunteers first, but then you had to attend all your courses because you needed, and it was such a great experience. Okay, great.
Yeah.
Let's
So
continue.
after that, I applied for studying to in Canada, and I wasn't accepted because my level of English wasn't good enough for doing a program before studying. So they just told me that my grades were good, were very well, but they can't accept me because my the test that they sent wasn't good enough. So I was like, I don't know what to do in that time. So instead of like disencouraging myself, I started pushing myself harder and study harder because I really wanted to go because all that I did in that group on all the study that I was doing, I wasn't gonna like throw this away. I remember that I thought that I'm here and I'm studying and I want to go abroad. I want to study abroad. So I started studying harder, even though I was studying harder. But I started pushing myself harder and pushing myself like to the limits to myself to see if I can go. Because if they wouldn't have accepted me in the second time, I may have like dropped that opportunity and I should have broken that feeling to go to Canada. And one of the reasons that I went to Canada was because since I was a child, I was interested in studying math. I think it was because of my mother, because she is a teacher of mathematics in the high school where I was studying. And I should say that she was like my uh, inspiration for studying mathematics. So since I was a child, I was like, I used to look myself as a professor or as a teacher, and I started like trying to look like my mother or trying to study what my mother was studying or what she studied when she was in university. And I think that was one of the reasons because I applied to Canada and I applied to study math because I could I could have gone to other places, but they didn't offer math as a subject to obtain a degree.
Wow, that is something that I didn't know very, very well. Sometimes you mentioned something, but now I know well. But it's really nice to hear that you push yourself, and then you can see now the good results. Very good. Congratulations, Marcus. You are a very hardworking student. Okay, let's go on.
Okay, should I talk about my experience in Canada now?
All right. So yes, I think it's time to talk about this awesome experience. Well, as I told you before, Marcus Lomas is one of the Garrick Scholarship recipients, and thanks to this, he had the opportunity to apply at this prestigious university, the University of Waterloo. So let's see.
Okay, so After that, I went to Canada. I'm not sure when I went there for the first time. I think it was in 2019, but it, I wasn't nervous the first time that I went there because I was like, I wasn't thinking of what was going to happen there. It was just like, I want to go there, I want to study, and I want to expand my knowledge. I want to like live a life that I have never lived or I have never experienced in the past. So I remember that the first time that I went there was in the winter term, and it was interesting um, time in my life because it was the first time that I was living alone and without my family. My family was far away. So when I went there, I remember that I had to make a preparation which consisted in taking 5 courses through a time of 4 months to improve my English. And I remember that all my friends were from either China or India, and I also had a friend from uh, where he from? I don't remember well right now. But all of them didn't speak Spanish, and I was the only one that spoke Spanish.
Mm-hmm.
So this was a very good experience because I think that one was one of the most uh, better ways that I had to learn English because all my environment was in English, and if I wanted to say something or express myself, I had to speak in English. Of course, I had some Latino friends that used to speak in Spanish when I was with them, but most of the time I had to speak in English. So that helped me a lot because I had to speak in English like all the time during my stay there.
Mm-hmm. Yes, and that is so good. Yes, because when you are surrounded by Spanish speakers, obviously you are going to speak in Spanish. However, when you are surrounded by international students, so then you need to speak in English all the time. So that is very good. And yeah, well, we can see that you had many friends from around the world, and yeah, I have a question for you, Marcus. I don't know if you have taught them Spanish, or maybe have you taught them part of our culture, maybe?
Uh, to be honest, I hadn't taught Spanish to anyone. I had just taught them like words or like phrases because I hadn't applied to that program. I know that there is some programs in my university that require that or need some volunteers to help the international students learn another languages. But I haven't applied to them yet. I would like to because I would like to like try to teach people about or South America in general, but most importantly about Ecuador.
Yeah, this is so nice to hear that you can teach at least some expressions, some words, yeah, common expressions in Spanish, and also part of our count of the information about our country. That is something that, well, I think that we as scholars should do. Yes, because it's a good time to make friends and also to teach them about our beautiful country, Ecuador. Okay, very good. Let's go on.
Yeah, and these two pictures are for the second time that I went to Canada. And this time I stayed in a residence, one of the residences that the university has. And I remember in this first picture, we were building like some cubes to, and we were like competing with other students, group of students that were making cubes, and we were trying to make like the giant cube or the largest cube. And it was interesting because we had to like use these sticks to fix them so that we can create the largest cube. And we were like, I don't know if it had a price, but it was a really good experience because it was the taught us about uh, what as a what we can do as a group, and we can what ways it is important to group to work as a group rather than just alone. And in the second picture, I remember that this was an event that my residents did, and we went to a place where we had some fun. And these are all the guys that were living in my floor. And this is me, the one that is wearing a black suit. And next to
Mhm.
me, there is my roommate. And also my other roommate is here.
Wow, really, really nice. Yes, yeah. Well, studying abroad has many advantages. Yeah, you can meet people from all over the world, and yeah, I see this picture with your friends, with your roommates, and wow, it's a really, really nice experience to study abroad. Yes. And Marcos, I have a question that somebody's asking us through our WhatsApp group.
Okay.
And he says, Marcus, how difficult was the first day in Canada for you?
Mm. Mm.
Maybe it was a little bit challenging the language, maybe?
Well, about the language, it was hard because when I went there, I didn't speak English very well. And I remember that I had to be in the airport, and I had to go through many aisles to like give them my papers, and they should see my passport and see that everything is okay. And I remember that that was also an interesting experience because I was nervous because all people were going through an aisle, and they stopped me and they told me that I had to go to another door, and I was like, okay.
Oh,
um, so they sent me there, but now that I think they sent them to the other door because it's the first time when someone enters a country that they had to do that process. So there were a lot of people there, and I had to spend a long time till they called me. And I remember there was a Chinese guy, maybe, or a nationalized guy in Canada, and he asked me about my papers, and I had stood up there for a long time till he came back and he told me that was interesting because that was the first time that he came back and he gave my passport back and he told me bienvenido in Spanish rather than welcome in English. So I felt like I wasn't felt like nervous. I was like tired because that was a really long day. I had to stay in the airport for such a long time. I remember that.
oh wow. Thank you. Thank you for sharing those experiences, those memories. Okay. And Marcus, we have another question for you. Marcus, can you tell us a little bit more about what's Canada like?
Oh yeah, sure. Canada is a very beautiful country. Uh, if I had the possibility to stay in Canada, I could do that. I could do that because this is the landscapes are beautiful. It has a lot of places to go, parks where you can see nature, but you can like experience Canada better if you're living there in the summer or in the fall terms because everything is green and other places you can go to many places, but in the winter term, which is one of the largest times in Canada, it's not as interesting as it is in the other epoch of the year because you can have you just need to like stay safe or try to not get flu or try to not get sick because it's a very hard time and the temperature is very cold.
Yeah, here we have another question about that. How can you manage the cold weather in Canada?
I was this is a good question because I also didn't know that when I first went there. I thought that it was going to be like in Ecuador because here in Ecuador we don't have heatings or we are not prepared for that. And when I went there, I was nervous to get sick or to get cold because it was the first time that I saw Canada as a landscape. It was in the airplane and everything was white and it was snowing. So I thought that it was going to be very cold in the airport, but it was the temperature was normal. It was fine, and the rest of build is it is okay. The only problem that you have or you may encounter is when you go outside if you don't like cold because this is very cold. But also we have clothes. The supermarkets are closed and people can prepare for the extreme temperatures.
Mm-hmm. Yes, okay. Yes, yes, yes. All
And
right.
I also the place where I used to live in Angel used to be very cold, and I think that was something that wasn't hard for me because I was used to that. So
Mm-hmm.
when I went there, it was just cold and snow, and I really like it, even though Canadians don't like that, or most of Canadians
Okay.
don't like that.
Yes, I was very lucky because when I had the opportunity to visit Marco's family in El Angel, the weather was so good.
Oh
It
yeah,
was really really nice, but I remember that many people said no, it's very cold. Please take your jacket and your sweater and. But I remember, Marcus, that we went to a nice place to take pictures, and I was just wearing a t-shirt, and the weather was really really fantastic, and the landscape is so so beautiful in El Angel. All right, so it was a really really nice experience. Yeah, but now, but I understand you when you said the cold weather, the cold season. Yeah, but yeah, you can get appropriate clothes for winter. So yeah, it's not a big deal. Okay, perfect. Very good, Marcus. Thank you so much. Do you have something else to add to this wonderful experience?
yeah. I also have some the last pictures that I have. Uh, this picture here in the right,
Wow.
it was the first picture that I took when I went to Waterloo because I remember that I went to visit the campus, all of the campus, because I didn't have I had a lot of free time, and I started visiting the city, and I wanted to see these letters here that said University of Waterloo, because I had seen them in pictures, but I hadn't seen them myself. So I went to look for them, and they were like there. Uh, I took a picture of myself there. And this is another picture. I remember that this was an event that my residents did and went to practice some this sport. I don't know the number of this sport. We had to use these arcs,
Mm-hmm.
and this was also fun because some marks were made people uh, for people who write with their right hands, and for others that are like me that used to that right with the other hand. So I had to use that arc, and it was just for me. And I remember all my friends were using the other arc, but I had one.
Wow.
And I also had a lot of arrows because all of the other arcs were occupying them, and I had this. And this girl was, I think she belonged to the other archer group, and she was like explaining to me what I had to do or how to do that better.
Really interesting. Yeah, look, this is the nice experiences that you can have or when you have the chance to study abroad. Okay, and you deserve it, Marcus, because you studied very very hard and you achieved one of your goals. Perfect. Wow. What about these awesome pictures?
Yeah, and these last pictures are for the time that I went to the Niagara Falls, and I went with one of my friends who was from India, and we took a lot of pics. And I remember that it was a tiring day because we took as many pics as we wanted, but my friend was very active, and he wanted to go everywhere, and I was tired, and my feet was aching. But we took some pics though, and this last pic is me, and in the back it is the Niagara Falls, and this is a very beautiful place.
All
And
right.
we went in the winter, and that's why I'm wearing a coat. And
Yeah, I see.
yeah,
I see. But yeah, yeah, it looks very beautiful. Well, the last pictures, yeah, the background, it looks really, really nice.
yeah, it
Yeah.
was a very sunny day, and we had a chance to enjoy. And we also went to that museum, which seems like scoring.
Okay, very good, very interesting, nice memories. Thank you so much for sharing all of this with us. Very, very good. Okay, something else to share, Marcus?
I don't think so. I would like to share more experiences about myself, but I don't have pics. I'm not used to taking pics of myself.
Okay,
Yeah,
it's okay, it's okay. Very good. So thank you so much, Marcus, for your for sharing this awesome information. Wow, it's a really really nice. Well, and congratulations. Wow, you deserve it. You deserve it. You are a great student. So and a hardworking student, so you deserve it. You deserve it for sure. All right. So now, Marcus, we're going to continue with our next section of our interview. So now, Marcus, we have some pictures for you, and we are going to ask you some questions about these pictures. Okay,
okay.
about these pictures. Okay, so here we go. So the first picture is this, and the question is, why is this picture very special for you?
Uh, this time, this picture is very special for me because I don't know who took that pic, but I remember that it was the second time that I went to Canada, and I lost my flight because we slept. Yeah, we slept, and I couldn't get that flight. So my parents wanted to send me that the same day, I think. Yeah, and we were worried because we didn't know what it was going to happen, and I remember that I had to fly that day, and I think it was Friday. If it wasn't Friday, it was Sunday because I had to start classes the next Monday. So they
Mm-hmm.
wanted to send me that day.
Mm-hmm.
So somebody took that pic, and we were just waiting, and it was also sad because we were there and we were waiting just for the time that mm, I had to say them goodbye.
Yeah, that
But
is the.
it was this is special because
Mhm.
uh, if I compare this with the first time that I went to Canada, I felt relieved. I felt like I know that what I have to do. I wasn't like nervous, or I wasn't like I'm going to get lost there at some point. I was just like I have to do this. I know what I have to do, and I know all the protocol and all the process I have to go through.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Well, probably at the airport is the saddest part in our
Yeah,
life because, yeah, you know, you I don't know if you feel like you are divided into two because one side says yes, you can do it, you have to go. Yes, Canada is waiting for you, and the other side of you says, oh my God, your family are here, your family is here, and well, we don't know what's going on. So, but yeah, fortunately, you can balance that. And now what you are doing is the best option for you. Yes, because you are studying at this prestigious university, and we are completely sure that when you come back, you will come up with new ideas, and you will try to help our country or contribute to the Ecuadorian society to have a better Ecuadorian system. All right, very good. Thank you. By the way, if I am not wrong, your mom's name is Teresa. Am I right?
yeah, you're right, Mauricio.
Okay. Well, I want to send a special greetings to Mrs. Teresa Pozo, if I am not wrong. Um, yeah, because she was very, very kind with me. Of course, all Marcus family was really, really kind. And the time when I went to visit them in El Angel, yeah, oh, well, your family is very, very kind. I remember that they offered me some food and also accommodation. Oh, wow, it was really, really nice. And I remember the time when you took me to that beautiful place to take pictures, and also at night, the beautiful place at night. It was, well, many places that we visited, and it was really, really nice. So thank you so much, Marcus. Thank you so much, because your family is really, really awesome. Thank you so much. And special greetings to Mrs. Teresa and her husband, and your sister as well. Thank you so much for that. What's your father's name? I can't remember very well.
Oh, my father's name is Edwin.
Edwin. Well, special greetings to Mr. Edwin Lomas as well. Thank you. And your sister,
It's Melissa.
Melissa. And
Yes.
Melissa, thank you. Thank you so much for your support, for your help. You are very kind. Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay, perfect. So now we have another picture, and we have another question for you. Marcos, what is the first thing that comes to your mind when you see this picture?
The first thing that comes to my mind is that I was 17 and I was unable to go to the discotheque. Yeah, I remember that you invited us to
Uh-huh.
go to KFC,
Mhm.
and we had a lot of fun. I think that all of these guys, or well, not all of them, but most of them were in the level one in the guard program.
Mhm.
And after, I think it was after we end that level, you wanted to bring us there. So we went there and we had a lot of fun. We ate chicken, spicy chicken, and normal chicken for the rest of them. Uh, yeah, this is a very interesting time because after that, I remember that we all wanted to go to a discotheque. Did you go there, by the way?
Sorry.
Did you go to the discotheque after that?
No, because I had a meeting with my family. I remember that somebody said that
Yeah,
invited me. In fact, somebody invited me, but I couldn't because I had a special meeting with my family. But I the only thing that I said, guys, enjoy your moment, and take care, and that's all. I have to leave. I have to leave that place, but it was a really nice night with you guys. We had fun. Yeah, it was a really, really nice day. Yeah, because that was the last day, if I am not wrong. That was the last day um, working with you. Yeah, so next day I just to grade the final test or something like that. So I remember that that was the last day, if I am not wrong. But yeah,
yeah,
it's
yeah, you're
really
right
nice.
because after that, you unfortunately we couldn't have you as a professor. But yeah, you
Well,
were the best. I think that you were one of the reasons because I started liking English because I wasn't like good enough in English in high school and I didn't like it. And but you were the person that I look up to the most if I want to be a professor. I would like to be like you because you were so special and the way you teach and the way you show your knowledge is very humble and is very crucial. It's very important how you teach. Not
thank
all
you
the
so
people
much,
and not all the
Marcus.
professors that I have met are like you. And this is something
And
that I really appreciate for of you.
And thank you so much, Marco, for those kind words. Thank you so much. And well, as one of my professors told me one day, well, there are teachers like me because we have great students like you, Marcos. Thank you so much. Okay, perfect. So now, Marcus, we have another picture. I don't know if you remember this picture. So let's see. Okay, Marcos, and the same question. What is the first thing that comes to your mind when you see this picture?
Oh, this picture. uh,
Wow, that was a really nice place. Oh my God.
yes. When I see this picture, I feel I feel relaxed and I would like to come back to that time and just stay there for as long as possible because that was interesting time, but it was also a time when I didn't have too much things to do or too much to worry about. I had so much free time because that was a term off, and I remember that you took that pic because we went uh, to like a fall and we saw that place. And I used to go there in the past, but I hadn't had the opportunity to go there because of the pandemic right now. And yeah, I just feel
Yes,
that.
very relaxed, very, very
And I'm
relaxed.
very nostalgic too because
Hmm.
of the times.
Yes, yes, yes. Wow, definitely, Marcus. Time flew. Yes, yes,
Yes,
yes. Oh my God. But wow, it was a really nice experience because one thing that many people don't know is that I love the green places, open and green places. And El Angel is the best place if you want to take pictures with a green background. El Angel is one of those awesome places to take pictures. And it was really nice. I remember that I was talking to Marcus and I got impressed about the beauty of this place. It's such a nice place. It's like a I don't know. It's like a fairy tale for me. Yeah, it was. It is a very inspirational place to write, to dream. Oh my God, it's really nice. Okay,
yeah,
thank you so much, Marcus, for sharing that memory with all of us. Okay, so now, Marcus, we it's time to play. Okay,
okay,
so let's start with our first game. As you can see there, you have nine numbers. You are going to choose three numbers in total. I am going to give you three clues. And the idea of this game is to unhide and reveal the hidden picture with the clues that I am going to give you. Okay,
okay,
so let's begin. Can you choose the first number, please?
okay. Let's choose five.
Number five. All right. And the first question is, sorry, and the first clue is this is one of the most beautiful places in Ecuador.
Okay, I think I know that place. I'm not sure. Yeah, if we went to that place with you, I think I'm pretty sure about where this is located. Okay, but let's pick another number.
All right. You can.
Let's pick nine.
Number nine.
Yes.
Okay. There you are. Yeah. So this place, this awesome
Oh,
place, is located in the north of Ecuador.
yeah, yeah. This is in my province. I'm pretty sure about the place, but just let's pick the last number.
Okay.
Um, let's pick six.
Number
Yeah,
six.
yeah, I want
And
to see the face of that. Oh yeah, yeah. It's
so
converging.
this place is located in El Carchi province. So
Yes, it's in La
what is the
Paz.
answer?
Oh, it's La Paz. This is the
Aha,
yeah
yes,
La
yes,
Gruta
yes,
de La
yes.
Paz.
Yes, that's right, La Gruta de la Paz.
Ah,
Marcos,
but yeah,
thank
this
you.
is not a picture that I we took. Ah, yeah, yeah. Is not a picture that we took because we went
No,
at night.
not
Yeah,
exactly, not exactly, because this is taken from another angle, another perspective,
another
another angle.
perspective.
Yeah, so yeah, but yeah, it's really awesome. Oh, Marcus, thank you so much for taking me to that place. Believe me, one day I want to produce a movie, and that is going to be the best place for me. I always imagine stories, and La Gruta de la Paz is it's a very inspirational place for me. So I hope someday to write and produce a story that take place in this awesome place. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
like
this is an awesome
very
place and it's very huge, and it's
it's
very dark at night. I remember it was very dark and but it was also very like a calm place.
mm-hmm,
I'm not sure if it's open because of the pandemic, but a lot of people used to go there, especially when there were uh, like mm, like meetings with people, or when there were times that we had to celebrate religious aspects of
mm-hmm,
our lives.
mm-hmm. That's right. Yes, Yeah, it's a really, really nice people. And since we know that this show has been watched around the world, we can invite you to visit Ecuador and especially visit this awesome place, La Gruta de la Paz. It is located in the north of Ecuador, more specifically in El Carchi province. So you're kindly invited to visit this awesome, awesome place. I am completely sure that you are going to get impressed about the beauty of this awesome place. All right, perfect. Thank you, Marcos. So now it's time to play the second game. Okay, Marcus. So the second game is called The Curious Wheel. Okay, as you can see, there you are a wheel. The wheel is divided into several sections. Each section contains two options. I am going to spin the wheel and I am going to ask you some questions. You can choose only one option, or maybe you can answer the question and you can say both, neither, and you have to tell us why. Okay, so here we go. Okay, and the first question is, all right, Marcus, which place do you prefer, a mountain or an island?
I prefer mountains for sure.
Mhm.
Uh, I think I prefer mountains because I have always lived near mountains, and all the landscapes that I see are mountains. And I also because the nature is it's awesome. It's an astonishing view that you have when you go to a mountain rather than an island, because usually we associate island with a hot weather, but I prefer like a climate, another climate when you see like a rainy day, and the mountain can offer you that.
All right, me too. Very good, thank you. Okay, let's continue now with our next question. Okay, so Marcos, what do you prefer, reading or writing?
This is a good question. I prefer reading. I'm not good at writing, even though I would like to write a book someday about my memories. But I'm not good at writing, I should say, but I like reading. I remember, and this is an interesting fact about me. When I was in my second last year in high school, I stopped using social media. I blocked all my accounts and I started reading books. I remember that I wanted to read at least one book per week. And there was a library in El Angel, and I used to go there to buy books at least one per week. And after that, I remember that I got to the time when I had like 50 books in a box, and I had all of them. I had read all of them, and I remember that it was a good time. I wasn't like reading just for fun. I was reading because I realized myself that I like to read, and yeah, that helps because when you get to uni, you have to read a lot, not just for you, but because you need to learn, and we can learn and we can enjoy what we are reading. At least for me, that works.
Yeah, in fact, yes, reading is a good way to escape from the world.
Yeah, from
Yes,
reality.
yes, from the reality. That's correct. Yeah, it's like when you read, it's like you are dreaming awake. Yeah, so it's really, really nice. Congratulations, Marcus. I really like when my students read books. I really, really like that. Okay, perfect, Marcus. So let's continue with our next question. And here we go. All right, Marcus. What transport do you prefer? A car or a
Mm,
bike?
if I have to go to some place which is near to me, I would prefer a bike. But if I have to go to a farthest place, I would prefer a car. I prefer bikes because in El Angel there is like 8 kilometers track where people can go to run or to just uh, yeah, to walk. And I used to be, when I was in my last year in high school, I used to go there with my bike and start cycling because I enjoyed it a lot.
Yeah,
And
yes,
I
yes.
also like the cycling tours, and yeah, I really like the experience of being in a bike and start cycling. It feels like you push yourself to do better, or you want, for example, when you see a hill, you want to like start climbing it in the bike.
Exactly. And the top is the goal. Okay, perfect. Very good. Excellent, Marcus. Yes, and by the well, we have to mention that El Carchi province has the best cyclists. Yes, we are very proud of those wonderful cyclists who have won several international competitions, and they have won the first places. All right, very good. Thank you, Marcus. Okay, let's go on with our next question. Okay, and our next question is okay, Marcos. Which social network do you prefer? Instagram or TikTok?
Mm, neither.
Mm-hmm.
I have Instagram, but I don't use it like much
Mm-hmm.
because I remember that I created an Instagram when I was in high school, maybe in my last year, or when I started the Revelation group in Quito,
Mm-hmm.
because most of my friends had that social media. But then I stopped using it because I don't know, it has just pictures of people or landscapes or whatever they upload, and it wasn't like very interesting. And TikTok, I think the media or the spam that I see when I am in the internet about TikTok or the videos has made me hate this app. Even though I have never downloaded TikTok, and I don't think that I would ever had a TikTok account.
Okay, perfect. Well, at least if you have Instagram, Marcus, you should take pictures of those wonderful places in Canada to see a little bit more about that.
Yeah, I think I should do that, or at least upload some pics about what I'm doing.
Okay, perfect. Very good. And let's see which is the last question from Bacurus Will. And the last question is all right, Marcos, in your free time, which do you prefer, music or movies?
Mm, I would say neither, but I rather say movies. uh, I haven't heard music in a long time. I, I don't know. I just stopped just listening to music, and movies. I sometimes watch some movies, but it's just when I prefer. I remember that I used to watch movies before I read the book, so that I can see if the movie is similar to the book, and obviously the movie should be based on the book. And first, I should buy that book and read the book, and after that, watch the movie. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, perfect. Interesting. Okay, thank you, Marcus. Okay, so now it's time to play the last game. And the last game is called Let Us Know. So, as you can see, there you are, 15 cards. Each card contains a question for you, and here we are going to know a little bit more about the things that you like or the things that you love. Okay, so you are going to choose 5 cards in total. Okay, so Marcus, can you choose the first card, please?
Yeah, sure. Let's pick five again.
Can you say it again?
Oh, let's pick five again.
5.
Yes.
Okay, there you are. What's your favorite app?
Mm, mm. My favorite app for fun it's Facebook, but For university purposes is Reddit.
Mm-hmm. Okay, excellent. Okay, let's continue with the second card, please.
Let's pick 13.
Number 13. And the
Yes.
question is, what's your favorite singer or band?
My favorite singer or band. I don't think I have a favorite singer or band because when I used to listen music, I used to listen a lot of pop, alternative pop, and some freestyle about of some rappers. And maybe my favorite band is I'm not even sure about the name. Just let me Google it because I don't know what the name of that band is.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's like the Big Push.
Mm-hmm.
I remember that I used to listen to them a lot when I was in Canada. Yes, it's called the Big Push Band. It's not very well known,
Okay.
but they create like some covers of some good songs, or they create their own music, but they are not well known.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. Okay, let's see. Can you choose the third card, please?
Let's choose 7.
Number 7. And the question is, what's your favorite kind of music? Well, I think you already answered this question.
Yeah,
Alternative. What did you say? Yeah. Okay. So let's choose another card, please.
uh, let's pick 11.
Okay, 11. What's your favorite pet?
Mm, I don't have pets. I used to have a bird. My mother used to have a bird. But my favorite pets are cats. I really like cats. I like the fluffy cats, or the cats that are a little bit fat, because I feel like I should hug them, and I wanted to have one someday. They're really nice.
Mm-hmm. Okay, very good. And let's see our next card. Okay, can you choose the fourth card, please?
Let's pick the last one, 15.
15. And the question is, what's your favorite food?
Ecuadorian food, obviously. Yeah, seafood,
Okay.
especially. Seafood is delicious, and I also enjoy when I'm eating seafood. It's very delicious, and we don't appreciate it when we're living here. We're just we can go to a seafood restaurant and we can eat whatever we want, but we don't appreciate the flavor of that food. And I think that we start appreciating it when we are outside of our countries or when we are abroad, because when you're abroad you don't get to experience of that food. You can get to go to like Latin places or to places that ha- have your food, the food that you used to eat in your country, but it's not the same. It's not the same feeling. Yeah.
Yes, that's right. Yes, yes. I completely agree with the idea that yeah, you start to appreciate all that you have in your country when
Yes.
you are outside. Yes, yes, that's true. All right, so let's continue with the last card, please.
For the last cover, let's choose one.
Number 1, and
Yes.
the question is this: what's your favorite song? Oh my God, everything related to music.
Yeah.
do,
Even
you,
though,
do you have do you have any favorite song, maybe, or well, any song that you like?
mm, I had a song that I like. It's called "I Can Get You Out of My Head." I'm not sure who is the owner of that song. I can get you out of my head. But I heard this song, and it was a cover of some guy that sing it very well.
Mhm.
Let me see if I can find the owner of this song. Get you. Oh my
Well, in the meantime, we want to send a special greetings to all people who are watching this show. Thank you so much for your support. And remember that we are very close to celebrate our first anniversary. So we are going to have many surprises for you. Thank you. Thank you so much for your messages, for sharing these interviews, for posting in your profiles, in your Facebook accounts. Thank you. Thank you so much for making a masterpiece show, a show for everybody. All right. So, Marcus, take
The
it.
owner of that song is Kylie Minogue, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Okay.
but I heard this song produced by another German band.
Okay. So you have listened to another version, maybe. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Okay. Perfect. It's okay. Very good. Okay, thank you so much, Marcus, for your answers. So now, Marcus, it's time for the three final questions. Um, our production assistant, Fernando, is studying English and he wants to practice English with you. So he's
Okay,
going to ask you some questions, all right? So he will be with you in a minute. Okay.
okay, sure.
Hi, Marcos.
Yeah, hi Fernando.
How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Okay, I have three questions for you. The number one is, where do you see yourself in 10 years?
This is a hard question. Uh, I'm not sure because the future is unpredictable, but if I can guess that, I would like to be working in what I'm doing right now, in what I'm studying, as a professor at university or as a teacher in high school.
Okay, very interesting. The second question is, what country would you like to visit and why?
Hmm, I would like to visit every country if I had the opportunity, but if I had to choose a country, I would like to go to Italy. I really like this country, and I read in a book about this country, about this the sculptures, the landscape that it has, and it was just awesome. And also because the Italian language is beautiful. When I hear Italian people speaking, it's nice.
Very good. And the last question is, if you could make only three wishes, what would they be and why?
My first wish would be that the pandemic. I would like that the pandemic ends as soon as possible, so that we can return to normal life. Second wish would be to be done with my degree so that I can have free time and I can start working on other projects. And my third wish, maybe learn. I would like to speak more languages because I only speak two, but I would like to be fluent in more languages.
Okay, thank you so much. Good good luck and never give up. Thank you for this interview and never give up, Marcos. Thank you.
Thank you too, and your English is very well. You should keep working.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, all right. Thank you so much, Marcus, for your answers, and thank you so much, Fernando, for your questions as well. Okay, perfect. All right, so we are almost done. So now it's time to read some messages that some people send us to our Facebook Live. All right, Jonathan Fernando says, incredible interview and congratulations for all your projects. Good luck and never give up, Marcos. Thank you so much. And he sent you a nice sticker. Well, here during the live session, we can't see it very
Yeah, I
well,
can see
but
it.
but you can see it in the comment section. All right, and here we have another message. Oh my God. Okay, let's see. Patty Carwa says, congratulations and keep on going. You can do it. Thank you so much.
Thank
And she
you.
also sent you a nice sticker. Okay, perfect. Now let me send a special greetings to people who are watching this show right now. Thank you so much, Juan Sebastián Santamaria, for watching Masterpiece Show. Eulalia Selena Barahona Pesantes, thank you so much, Eulalia, for watching Masterpiece Show. Erika Torres, thank you so much, Erika, for watching Masterpiece Show. Angelica Kishpe, Yachay Tech student, thank you so much. And the fan number one of Masterpiece Show, Jonathan Fernando, thank you so much for being part of Masterpiece Show. Okay, so well, Marcus, we are done. So now, Marcus, if you have your last message, or if you want to send a special greetings to someone, now you can do it.
Okay, I would like to send a message to everyone who's watching this that you should follow your dream. You should work hard, and if you want to achieve your dreams, you shouldn't get tired because if you have a dream, you should do it, and you should work on it. You should make a plan and a schedule, and see not see, but start like creating a routine to make this dream come true. And I also would like to send a message to all my friends who are watching this or who will watch this in the next times, and to my family who may be watching this right now. And I also want to thank you, Mauricio, for having invited me to this program. And this is a very nice opportunity to know about people who are working in other countries or who are studying or who are just doing interesting projects, and for all the sponsors that you have, and make this program a reality.
Okay, well, thank you so much, Marcus, for being here in our show. Thank you so much for sharing your inspirational story with all of us. Thank you so much. We really appreciate your presence here in our show, and thank you so much because we can see that Ecuador is well represented with a good and great students like you. Thank you so much, and we wish you all the best, all the best for you, for your projects, for your family, for all the things that you have in mind. Thank you so much. All right, so now it's time to well, before we close this session, it's time to thanks our sponsors, and here we go. Okay, so okay, let's wait until the production assistant. Okay, there you are. Okay, well, thank you so much, Class Pro. And remember, if you need advisory for your educational and social projects, Class Pro is the best option for you. ClassPro offers you training for standardized tests, document translations, and also academic consulting services. So remember, if you want to talk to the CEO of ClassPro, Master Pablo Mejia Maldonado, you can make an appointment in advance. There you are, his cell phone number. Remember, Class Pro is located at Centro Comercial Artesanal in Quito on the first floor, store corridor number one, store 105. Thank you so much, Class Pro. Class Pro, the best solutions, the first solution for educational and social projects. Thank you so much, Yanapana Project. Remember that Yanapana Project offers you different services such as online Spanish and English tutorials, document translations, and also academic consulting. If you want to develop your English or Spanish speaking skills, now you can do it through the chat rooms, the new service that Yanapana is offering you. And remember, the price is very reasonable. Remember, you can get more information on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and LinkedIn. If you are interested in becoming part of Yanapana project, you can get more information at www.yanapanaproject.org. Okay. Once again, thank you so much to our special guest. Thank you so much for sharing your wonderful story. And Marcus, we wish you all the best again. And we hope to have you here in our show very, very soon. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Mauricio, and I hope you stay well.
Thank you so much for your wishes. Well, thank you so much to all people who were watching this show. Remember that next week we are going to have another very special guest in our show, so you are kind of invited to join us next Thursday at 8:30 p.m. and on Saturdays. We have our special show at 2 o'clock. Thank you so much. Okay, thank you so much, Marcos. Have a good afternoon over there. We will see you very, very soon.
Bye.
Thank you so much.